Right now, the 2026 World Cup has the entire planet glued to the screen. The energy is electric. But if you are over the age of 60, what is happening on that pitch isn't just a game. Biologically, it is an unmonitored, high-stakes cardiovascular stress test. I'm Dr. Sarah. Most people think sudden cardiac events only happen to the elite athletes tearing up the grass. The medical data proves otherwise. It happens to the people sitting on the couch. During previous World Cup tournaments, cardiologists tracked emergency room admissions on match days. What they uncovered is terrifying. On days when a national team played a knockout match, emergency hospital admissions for acute heart events didn't just rise, they more than doubled. If you are over 60 with hidden arterial stiffness, your statistical risk spikes by an astronomical 300%. When your team faces a penalty shootout or a devastating VAR review, your brain doesn't know it's just a game. It triggers a massive primitive adrenaline dump. Your coronary arteries constrict, your blood pressure skyrockets, your heart demands oxygen it simply cannot get. You cannot afford to go into game day unprepared. Today, you will get the exact 3-step match day protocol you must implement precisely 2 hours before kickoff to shield your heart from the dangerous adrenaline surges of the World Cup. Now, before we look at the exact biological mechanisms, a quick but vital reminder. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice. Consult your physician before making changes to your health routine. To survive the match, you must understand the intersection of aging and acute emotional stress. As we cross the age of 60, our arteries naturally lose their youthful elasticity. Doctors call this a reduction in arterial compliance. Under calm conditions, your heart handles this seamlessly, but a high-stakes match changes everything. Your visual cortex feeds intense data straight to your amygdala, your brain's emotional panic button. The amygdala instantly fires a distress signal down your sympathetic nervous system. Within milliseconds, your adrenal glands flood your bloodstream with a massive surge of stress hormones, epinephrine and norepinephrine. In a survival scenario, like running from a predator, this hormonal flood saves your life. It shunts blood to your muscles. But when you are sitting completely still in a living room chair holding your breath, this adrenaline has nowhere to go. It forces your heart rate to jump exponentially while simultaneously causing acute vasoconstriction. It narrows the exact pipelines your blood travels through. Think of it like kinking a garden hose while turning the spigot up to maximum pressure. The pressure inside the system builds violently. If there is any underlying undiagnosed lipid plaque along your arterial walls, this sudden fluid velocity can cause a micro tear or plaque rupture. That is the exact cellular mechanism behind a match day heart attack. Fortunately, you are not defenseless. You can use specific biochemical leverage points to create an impenetrable safety buffer. Let's break down gate number 1. Protocol number 1 is your pre-game vasodilation buffer. You must execute this exactly 120 minutes before the opening whistle. Since we know the excitement of the game is going to constrict your blood vessels, our primary goal is to force those vessels to pre-dilate. We want to open the floodgates early. That way, when the adrenaline hit comes, your baseline blood pressure is low enough to safely absorb the spike. We achieve this with clinical precision by turning your body into a temporary nitric oxide factory. Exactly 2 hours before the match, consume 4 to 6 ounces of highly concentrated organic beet juice or a premium clean nitric oxide precursor supplement. When you drink concentrated beet juice, you infuse your system with inorganic nitrates. As you swallow, the symbiotic bacteria living in the deep grooves of your tongue reduce these nitrates into nitrites. Once these nitrites hit your stomach acid, they convert directly into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the single most powerful signaling molecule in human cardiovascular health. It diffuses instantly into the endothelial lining of your blood vessels, signaling the surrounding smooth muscle tissue to completely relax. The result, your vessels widen significantly. Systemic vascular resistance drops. Your heart pumps blood with a fraction of the effort. This is your biological insurance policy against game day tension. Before we move to protocol number 2, which addresses a massive halftime trap that almost every senior fan unknowingly falls into, I need to ask you a question. We all have that one legendary football rivalry or that specific national team match that makes our hands sweat and our chests tighten just thinking about it. Go to the comments right now and type which country or team are you passionately rooting for in this World Cup, and which upcoming match makes you the most nervous. Let's see which team has the most dedicated and stressed fans in our community. While you are typing your match prediction, hit that like button if you value this deep dive scientific approach to senior health. Share this video immediately with your friends, family, or your match day viewing group. You could literally save a life by getting this protocol in front of them before the next big game. And if you want to master the science of longevity and protect your body after 60, hit subscribe and turn on all notifications. We are building a community of high-performing, healthy seniors, and we want you with us. Take a second to comment and subscribe right now, because what we are about to cover next at halftime can make or break your cardiovascular safety. Welcome to protocol number 2, the halftime electrolyte reset. When the referee blows the whistle for halftime, most fans get up to grab another alcoholic beverage or reach into a bowl of salty snacks, chips, pretzels, or salted nuts. If you are over 60, this creates the perfect cardiovascular storm. A groundbreaking clinical study analyzed the lifestyle habits of sports fans during major tournaments. They discovered that consuming alcohol during an emotionally intense match increases baseline myocardial strain by an additional 11.7% during game highlights. When you combine alcohol or high-sodium foods with active stress hormones, you trigger rapid cellular dehydration. Your kidneys are forced to pull water out of your bloodstream to process the sodium load. This causes your blood to become thick and viscous. Thick blood requires vastly more pressure to push through constricted arteries. Simultaneously, that high adrenaline level from the first half actively flushes magnesium out of your cells. Magnesium is the absolute gatekeeper of your heart's electrical system. It stabilizes the cardiac cell membranes. When intracellular magnesium drops, your heart's electrical timing gets thrown completely out of whack. This leaves you highly vulnerable to dangerous premature ventricular contractions or sudden atrial fibrillation. The action step. When halftime hits, banish the processed snacks entirely. Instead, drink a precise restoration blend. 12 to 14 ounces of pure filtered water mixed with 150 to 200 milligrams of highly bioavailable magnesium glycinate and a single tiny pinch of unrefined mineral-rich sea salt. The magnesium glycinate immediately enters your cells to soothe the heart's electrical pathways, while the clean fluid thins down blood viscosity before the pressure of the second half begins. Protocol number 3 is your ultimate emergency circuit breaker, the 478 vagus nerve break. As you sit watching the final tense 20 minutes of a match, your sympathetic nervous system is operating at absolute maximum capacity. Your body is locked in a prolonged, artificial fight or flight state. If you allow cortisol, epinephrine, and norepinephrine to remain chronically elevated for hours without a break, the sheer mechanical stress against your vessel walls becomes critical. You need a way to manually step on the brakes. You can do this by hacking your anatomy via the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the primary highway of your parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for slowing your heart rate, lowering your blood pressure, and inducing calm. You can directly stimulate this nerve simply by altering your breathing geometry. The action step. During commercial breaks, lengthy VAR reviews, or injury timeouts, perform exactly 4 continuous cycles of the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold that breath perfectly still for 7 seconds. Then exhale completely through your mouth, making a distinct whoosh sound for exactly 8 seconds. This specific elongated exhalation ratio alters the pressure dynamics within your thoracic cavity. Your vagus nerve instantly detects this shift and releases a neurotransmitter called acetylcholine. Acetylcholine binds directly to the sinoatrial node, your heart's natural pacemaker, commanding it to instantly drop your heart rate and blunt the damaging effects of adrenaline. The 2026 World Cup is a spectacular display of human achievement, passion, and joy. You should absolutely pull up a chair, celebrate, and enjoy every single minute of it. But you must do it with a heart that is biologically armored. Let's recap your ironclad matchday defense checklist. 1. 120 minutes before kickoff, flood your endothelium with nitric oxide using organic beet juice. 2. At halftime, ditch the sodium and alcohol and drink your magnesium glycinate restoration blend. 3. During 10 stoppages, force your heart rate down manually using the 4-7-8 vagus nerve brake. Please remember, if you have a medical history of severe hypertension or cardiovascular disease, or if at any point during the game you experience sudden crushing chest pressure, radiating pain down your left arm, or acute shortness of breath, do not try to be a hero. Do not wait for the final whistle. Call emergency medical services immediately. No match is worth your life. And if you want to get your blood pressure under solid control before the knockout rounds heat up, my guide, Blood Pressure Down Naturally, the simple 7-step protocol to lower your blood pressure in 30 days, is linked in the description. It's the exact protocol I use with my patients, and right now is exactly the right time to start it. If this science-backed protocol helped you understand your body better today, hit that like button right now. Share this video on Facebook, WhatsApp group chats, and with your fellow sports fans over 60 who need to see this before the next match. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a clinical guide to optimizing your health. Before you go, leave your comment below confirming you've done your pre-game prep, or let us know your ultimate World Cup winner prediction. I'm Dr. Sarah. Stay safe, protect your heart, and enjoy the beautiful game. I'll see you in the next video.